Bubblicious backside.
Bubblicious backside. We are back once again. Welcome everybody to the Words from the Nerds podcast. I want to start us off by singing a little song, Charlie. If you don't care to join me,
What the
L to the
fucking
OG. You'd be the OG. A and he playing. Welcome back, everybody. As you see, we are missing one leg of our tripod today, and that is Mr. Benjamin. Of course,
some people are lazy, chat. Some people are lazy.
If you keep up with the show, I mean, geez Louise, you know that these are like a once a month at this point or something. Holy.
We're asking too much. We're asking too much, bro.
Me and Charlie are pulling a double shift. Somebody called in today, so you got us too, which will be fun. It'll be nice because we haven't fucking been here and recorded in 3 weeks. It feels like so. It's been a while. You would think that, that'd give us plenty of time to just fill up what we watched this week, at least, or this past couple weeks. But at least for me, I barely got to shit. So, I'll keep it brief when we get there. But thank you, everybody, for coming back. If you are new here, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. Quick housekeeping, like, comment, sub, all that fun stuff. Please join us on this fun journey, especially because we have a lot of fun little competitions for this year. One that we'll get into a little bit later, but Rotten Tomatoes draft, drafting some projects at the beginning of the year, keeping up with them as the year goes on. You can watch that episode. I think it's about 4 episodes back from this one. And then we got a box office draft, which we'll be talking about pretty frequently, it feels like, with how this structure is. But we'll get into that when we get into it. So yeah, stick around, join, keep up with some of this stuff, join in on the trash talk. I think it'll be a fun year.
Ain't nothing because trash talk about mine, buddy.
We got a lot of that coming up right here. Oh, Lee, yeah. Let's how about let's go ahead and get into it, buddy, because good golly, man.
Listen, chat. I just want to preface, bro. I currently have made the most money on this draft. Okay. I might not be in the lead, but I have made the most money up to this point. Okay. Let's just let that be clear. Before we get into the semantics of Aiden and blah 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 blah. Listen, bro. I should be on top, bro. If we were starting at 0, I'm on top. Simple, bro. Simple.
You finished? Here is a nice little graph that we got to kind of show a nice visual. If you're listening on audio, it's all good. I will explain it, but nice little way to show, when the movie dropped and how the numbers have kind of went as the weeks and days have gone on. Kind of puts things into perspective. So right now the standings go. Charlie is dead last. He is dead freaking last with I think the only movie he's had come out is Send Help. Sam Raimi banger that dropped a couple weeks ago. Charlie will get into that here in a little bit, but Send Help's budget was $40 million. The way our draft has it set up is that it had to make $100,000 to break even. Everything after that is profit that goes into Charlie's studio's pocket, his productions, Cub Cinema's productions. That goes into his pocket. The movie so far has grossed a whopping $36 million. Definitely has made the most amount of money so far this year. However, in terms of our draft, he needed an extra $63 million to start to break even.
The green. Yeah.
To be in the green. And he has not gotten that. Still. So Charlie is in the red. He is his production, Cub Cinema's productions, is negative $63 million. I want you to kind of walk me through how, like, as the week went, numbers. I don't know if you were paying attention too much to them. Like, how did all that go?
I kept looking back at it periodically, mostly actually to look at yours because I wanted to check on how Iron Lung was doing because I wasn't keeping up with it on Twitter or anything like that. But I kept looking back periodically, and like the more I'm sitting here thinking, like, dude, 100 mil, like
that's crazy.
For dumpuary, like it's like people just dump films in January, like nobody goes to watch these movies, man. And so that's realistically is asking a lot. I don't think I'm getting out of the red with this movie, if I'm honest, but
You
I've
are
made the most
so
money.
well set up. I mean, not even you don't even need to grab on the "I've made the most money" flex. You are
With
the
because
most well set up for winter. You are going to be
sure,
leading.
Toy
You
Story,
know,
yeah, I got Toy Story and
well,
everything
not
like
even
that.
that,
And
Michael,
Michael,
bro.
yeah, and Michael, yeah. But is Michael gonna like I
Here's the
have a lot of
thing.
faith in Michael. That's why I picked it. Yes, but
Yes.
I don't know, man.
Here's what I was talking to Brandon about. We were looking at it, and I mean, okay, so send help. And by the way, you had the other your alternate pick, the moment
Oh yeah,
didn't
how's that
bang as
doing? I
much
haven't
as we
looked at that.
thought. -8 mil.
Oh no! Wow. Okay.
Yeah, so
I
it
thought the Charlie XCX fans would have showed up for
I
that one.
I thought so too. I mean, it was looking promising, but I mean, it only grossed $1.4 million at the box office. I don't know where that chart was saying that it was like on pace for 2 mil. I have no idea, but it
Yeah.
had a $4 million budget, needed 10 mil to break even. Excuse me. So yeah, your alt pick also lost some money, but we were doing the numbers on it. So you lost 63 mil here. Even if your other two winter picks are negative money, if Michael makes $1 billion like people project it to, and if it
Sure.
does what people are expecting it to do, that is, let's just be generous and say $600 million profit for April.
Yeah.
Who cares what these other two movies make?
That's
And
true. Very
honestly,
true.
even if they don't make a lot, there's no way these budgets are that ridiculous. The drama
Good
and
luck,
Good Luck
have
Have
fun,
Fun Don't
don't
Die,
die. That one.
it could
Yeah.
be up there, but still, man, even if it's, let's just compare it to Send Help and say that it has a $40 million budget, but negative, like makes less money. I
Hmm.
mean, if it has a 40 mil budget, even if you're at like negative 100, that's 100 plus 60. And then let's just, I mean, I don't know. How do I compare? Let's just compare it to the moment, the drama to the moment.
Yeah.
You're at, even if you're at negative 200 million, well, your profit on Michael is going to be $600 million. You are going to be
Sure.
400 mil positive. It's going to be hard for us to touch that and catch up with that. Obviously, the goal is, and Brandon has cited this many times, as long as I'm in the green on everything, I'm fine, because that's what January and winter is kind of for.
Yeah. Yeah.
You snagged Michael. That is going to help you out so much. So I think you, by the time winter's over, you will be leading by a large margin.
Hey, I mean, I hope so, man. I hope so. Let's not glaze too much here, though. You know, let's not
I'm
glaze
just
old Poppy too much here.
Michael's a
Uh,
banger. What can I say?
yeah, I mean, solid case, absolutely solid case. Because I mean, truthfully, and we said it when we were drafting it. When all we all said it, like this is not a great season to be picking from. After all of our first picks, maybe second picks, we were just lost in the dark looking for whatever
Mhm.
we could find. So, I mean, the drama maybe, but it also feels like one of those just weird A24 movies that will just like fall off to the
Yeah,
wayside in
yeah.
terms of audience
Well, and I'm
engagement.
I'm scared of that for my list too,
Ooh,
especially
but
with like
you
everything that's
think
come out
review
about
wise
it.
that'll say this?
I mean,
Oh,
bro,
I haven't
there's
heard the twist. I know that there's some twist or whatever. I haven't heard, but I heard that it leaked. So if that's what you're talking about,
do you want to
the
know?
reveal. No, I actually don't. I
Okay,
don't.
okay, okay. Well, I will just say it seems very controversial, and I
Okay.
don't know how well that will sit with critics at all, dude. I'm actually really worried about this for my Rotten Tomatoes
I don't
draft.
think it'll drag you down too much. I don't think there's no way it's below a 60. No way it's below
We'll
a
see,
60.
man. We'll see.
You think
Anyways,
what? What are you thinking? You thinking like 30s audience or something? Or
no,
are
no.
you
I
thinking a
think
high
audience
critic
will
or
be.
what?
I'm thinking a low, very low critic and a high, like a decently
Wow.
high audience. Like maybe I'm thinking maybe like 50, 60,
Who's
and
the
like
director on
70.
that?
The dude that made drama or dream scenario, not drama, dream scenario. And dream
Right,
scenario
right,
was
right.
really
We
good
talked about
critic
that.
wise, but really bad. Or maybe it was reversed, but I know it was a very lopsided score. And I don't know. I'm starting to get worried that the drama might be the same. It is
Yeah.
hitting a very
Okay.
it is hitting a very niche audience though. I'm seeing a lot of people flock out and kind of fangirl, fanboy over Robert Pattinson and Zendaya, but we'll
Sure.
see. Anyways, yes, so that is Charlie's two movies that have come out. One is his alternate, so it's not like you take, put too much
Yeah. I
stock
don't
in
get.
that.
Yeah.
On to me. So I had a
Well, we want
movie
to talk
come
about
out.
Brandon's or no?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Because
circle back to him.
okay. Okay. Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay.
Um, on to me. I am in the lead. I changed my name, Bumhouse Productions, because over here we are all bums. This is not Blumhouse to be confused with
All right.
Bumhouse Productions over here. I'm just ripping off of Brandon's. We are positive $23 million, and this was a complete shot in the dark. I knew it would be a winner. I didn't think it'd be this much of a winner because
Hey man.
Iron
I mean,
Lung
yeah.
has grossed $30 million. Its budget was 3 mil, break even was 7.5 million, and it knocked it out of the park. Iron Lung completely shattered the weekend, and I think that Iron Lung and Send Hope are still consistently getting $1 million days. These past couple of days, every day they've consistently gotten a little over $1 million. So these movies are climbing. I got very lucky that everybody flocked out for a movie that had a super low budget because, like you said, Charlie's made the most. He's made $6 million more than me, but I am 23 mil positive. He's 63 mil negative, and it's just low budget, man. Low budget, and the movie banged. People flocked out for it, so I got very lucky. This was my third pick. So this being my third pick, I have Project Hail Mary and Goat above this. I need them to bang so that I can stay in competition with Michael that comes out in April. So I was very happy with
Which I
this.
mean, as we were discussing before we started recording, it's looking pretty good for the goat so far. At least opening weekend.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. So
on
opening
track to
weekend,
have a better
mhm,
opening weekend than Coco, which
yeah,
is what's the achievement? Is that like
I think it was
for
80 mil for
new?
Coco,
Oh, was it 80 mil? Oh, okay. Uh,
70 to 80 maybe.
what's the achievement though? It's like for a new animated film. Is that what it is
Like an
for a new
original,
IP? Yeah, an original animated film.
something like that. Yeah,
So it
I
might beat
think.
that record and maybe go
Yeah,
on for more than.
yeah, and I hope so. I mean, man, there are insanely positive reviews. Every single tweet I scroll past, people are like, "This movie is great. This movie has the sauce. Like, this is a great family movie. Kids are gonna love it. Um, it's really good." Now, here's something interesting, Charlie. I didn't realize while we were having discussions because Goat comes out the same day as a movie on your list. Good luck, have fun, don't die. And it also comes out on the same day
Which
as
is
a
Wuthering Heights.
movie that Brandon
Yep.
has, and
Yep.
that is Wuthering Heights. Now, here's the thing though. Saturday is Valentine's Day. Wuthering
Yep.
Heights comes out the day before.
Yep.
I am so very worried because
Really?
if people are going on a date for Valentine's Day and they want to go to the movies, what do you think they're going to watch? Goat or Wuthering Heights?
I mean,
A
true, true.
families, I mean,
Yeah,
if there's a
family.
family
That's
of
the thing.
4 and they got to take the kids on the Valentine's date with them,
Yep.
sure.
Then
how,
go for sure.
how much of that is happening though? Like how much of it is just going to be take the kids for the weekend? We're going to go have a date night, have a movie night, and we're going to go see Wuthering Heights. That super hot guy, Jacob Elordi, or maybe the mom read the book, right? Like
Sure.
I am going up against some very big competition, I feel,
Yeah,
and I'm scared.
but I don't know. We've talked about it in the group chat. There's a lot of pull though with just the fact that Steph Curry is both starring and producing the movie. Not that people most care about the production part of it, but he's going to be in it as well. I don't know that Caleb McLaughlin being the main character has much pull with it. That's more for like our generation and maybe like a little bit younger who would care about that. But even then, I don't think that that's like a reason they're going to go out to go watch this movie. And besides, I think that more people, if we're just talking about star power, more people are going to want to see Wuthering Heights for, as you mentioned, hot Jacob Elordi and hot Margot Robbie. So like,
Yeah. So Brandon also had a project drop yesterday at the time of our recording, February 6th. Solo Mio, budget at 4 mil, break even at 10 million. So far, just I think this is just one, maybe 2 days. It has already grossed 3 mil. So it's already made most of its budget back, but it needs about 7 million more to make its break even and start putting some money in 42A production. So we'll keep an eye on Solo Mio as the week goes on. Next episode, we'll have a better view of where it stands. I'm not sure. I haven't seen a lot of people talking about this. I've started to get a ton of box office stuff on my feed. So this is the one that I haven't seen a lot of people talk about, but I'll definitely keep up with it. I check the numbers.com almost every day because I'm just like, oh, let me just see how if they've updated it or how things are doing. So yeah, we'll keep an eye out for Solo Mio. But next Friday, yeah, we're gonna have a big 3-way fight, me, you, and Brandon.
I'm losing that
I'm
fight.
sorry, man.
Nobody's watching my weird
I'm
ass
sorry,
movie.
man, but yeah, I didn't realize Good Luck Have Fun Don't Die is coming out the same day as Goat and Wuthering Heights.
Me either.
It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be very tough.
That is not peeking through whatsoever. Unless
Yeah.
it's like a phenomenal movie. If it's like a phenomenal movie, then I can see people coming back on Twitter and talking about it or something. But even then, I
Yeah.
don't think that'll bring people to the theater in droves. I'm
Yeah.
seeing 50.8 million for Coco opening weekend domestic.
That's domestic.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, sorry, I keep hitting the. Let me check. Let me look something real quick.
So then that would leave Goat. Maybe it's tracking for 51 mil
No,
domestic.
I think so. Here's because I got the same thing confused whenever I was going crazy earlier. The biggest opening for whatever it was, an original animated movie since Coco, but it's tracking for about 25 to 30 mil opening weekend because it is the biggest since then, which means every other
Oh.
film hasn't touched 25 to 30 mil. So technically it's still the biggest
Oh.
opening tracker. Yeah, so it's not
Okay, we're
it's
just
going to
talking about
bring in about
tracking.
30 to 20. Yes.
Okay.
It's tracking to open up to 25 to 30 million dollars opening weekend.
Okay.
That is technically the biggest since Coco because other films have not touched 25. Does that make sense? Other
Well,
animated
no,
other
sure,
animated
sure.
films.
Okay, wait. So that doesn't mean that it's gonna make it's not tracking for over 50 mil then, because that's
Not at
what
all.
Coco's take
It's
home was.
it's tracking for 25 to 30 mil.
Okay.
Yeah. Now Coco debuted with $50 million opening weekend. And I think it ended up making like how
200
much
mil
did
or
it
something
like
like that.
end with? It
Just
ended with
domestic?
814 worldwide.
800, yeah, worldwide, yeah.
So worldwide it ended up with 800 million, which if we bring that number down by, comparing it. But here's the thing, I can't even make those comparisons because this came out Thanksgiving, bro. Like this was
Yeah.
a Thanksgiving 71 million 5-day total over Thanksgiving. So like it's so unfair to make that. There was
Kids
another
kids
movie.
have school off if the parents work in a school system.
Yeah.
They have
Well,
that week off as
this is
well.
President's Day. I mean,
Yeah.
this is President's Day. Well, I mean, the opening for Wuthering Heights and Goat, I think, is
It's gonna
President's Day.
be, yeah, it
President's
is
Day. So
President's Day. Yeah.
it will be an
16th.
extra, yeah.
Extra day, yeah.
Well, that's a great point you make then. So if the kids are home and somebody's out watching, hey, let's go take them to go see Goat.
Yeah.
Like, let's go bump up those numbers. I don't know. What did Elio make? Elio ended up making
Didn't it not?
154 million worldwide.
Damn.
Yeah, it flopped hugely.
Damn.
Let me see. Oh, the other one I was comparing it to was Space Jam. Because
Mm.
Space Jam came out around COVID, right?
Yeah.
I think it was
Wasn't
2021.
that was that one a day and date on HBO Max and in theaters one?
Yes,
Okay.
simultaneously, but it still ended up grossing 164 million worldwide. So that is good because if that movie was what's my math, 36 million dollars away from breaking even, if we're talking in comparison with Goat.
Hmm.
If it was $36 million way, you got to think that $36 million in today's day and age where it's not dropping the same day and it's not COVID, surely I break even. Because
Sure.
I've seen a lot of people compare it to Space Jam and like this is the kids Space Jam, like, or the this generation Space Jam. So I don't know. We'll see. It'll be an interesting weekend. But yeah, I am kind of worried about the um, Valentine's Day opening
Yeah.
and Wuthering Heights kind of stomping all over me.
I'm excited to see how that nets out between the two of you guys because I'm sitting that one out, bro. That's not. I'll periodically look at mine just to like. I'm sure the budget's gonna come out for that movie soon too. This week sometime we'll find out what the budget officially is for that,
Yeah.
and then I'll know the number I need to hit. But I don't. I think that of all the budgets, that mine is going to have the highest. Like just the cast attached to it, all the special effects that they're doing with this time travel crap, and they go to like multiple different locations from what I can see from the trailers. So I can only imagine the budget is pretty ballooned.
Well, they were even saying that they were giving out free tickets to people who had lost their jobs to AI.
Really,
Yeah.
I didn't hear this. What the fuck?
Yeah. Which I'm like, I saw that and I was like, how does this work for our box office? Like, are we counting these? Like, what are we doing? Stop the count.
Hey,
Stop the
nah,
count.
bro,
We
nah,
got
nah,
it. We got
Chad,
it.
just so we're clear,
No, we got illegal
nah,
votes in our system, bro.
nah, you want to talk about illegal votes, Chad? Just so we're fucking clear, this kid has AMC A list, and if you don't know what AMC A list is, you can pay $20 to $25 a month, and you get four tickets a week to spend how you see fit, you for free. You get, not for free, you're paying 20 to $25 a month, but every week you get four tickets that you can go to the movies to spend. This motherfucker didn't even see the damn movie, but he used all four of his AMC A list stuff on Iron Lung, bro. Oh my
Resources.
goodness.
Resources.
Crazy,
I
bro. I'm
contributed.
about
Oh,
to.
nice. Great, bro. I contributed a whopping $40 to this budget.
All
Yeah.
right, bro.
Awesome.
I'm gonna hop on over to a Night of the Seven Kingdoms Rotten Tomato audience score, and I'm gonna drop four positive reviews real quick.
You need it.
Shut up, bro. It's going up. It's going up already, bro. It's back in this,
It, it
almost back to 70.
it went down though. It did drop down
It
to
dropped down, but
65, 64,
yeah, now it's at. I checked earlier today, and it was at 69. So
60.
nice.
Oh, okay. So it even went
Yeah,
up from
yeah.
68.
Because bro, episode four is
I saw
super
that it's like
good.
one of the highest
Good.
rated
Episode
TV
four was
episodes.
episode four is
Interesting.
really good, and very excited for the rest of the season too. So
Yeah, when it finishes, you'll have to give us your thoughts on it.
yeah.
But that concludes our box office. Our box office talk for the week. We'll have a lot of exciting things to look at. It kind of worked out with Ben not being here because he, like we mentioned before, he doesn't have anything coming out until late February, and then he has two in March, and then one at the end of April, and that's it. So his are kind of spaced out. We have some front heavy projects, but yeah, I'll be interested to see. I'm gonna say this every time. By the end of April, where we're all looking, how we're all shaping out for our winter. So that concludes our box office update. Again, if you want to watch that episode, I think it's maybe 2 episodes back. It was a fun one. I was revisiting it a couple times at the gym. I just didn't have anything to watch. I was like, let me just throw this on. Let me see how the episode turned out. And it is very nice. It is very nice. I had a good time with that draft. So that is there if you so please. But moving on to our next segment, I do, whether you believe me or not, I do want to know how your boy here has been since we last talked. So what you've been up to, man. Tell us how you've been. Tell us what you've watched since we've been gone.
Been good, man. Been good. Just working, slaving away. You know me. Still going to the gym and all that crap. Uh, the soreness is gone. As has been gone for quite a while now. Of course, but uh, just that like that same day, you know, when you go
Yeah.
and like when you hit it hard enough and like uh just every like it's still hard to like push yourself up from some things. I don't know. That's
Mm-hmm.
that's a good feeling that I still love. Uh I just don't like when you haven't worked out for a while and then like you go to the gym and then you're sore for like 4 days afterwards, which like I do appreciate that in some instances, but anyway, I don't want to rehash that stuff too much.
Yeah.
But been doing that. Super Bowl tomorrow, super excited for that.
Let's go.
My
I
Seahawks,
totally
baby.
forgot.
Come
Yeah.
on, bruh. I was thinking about betting on it, like taking a page out of your book, but I have not. I don't even like. What do I do? Call she? Like I don't know. Call she? However they do the AI crap. I don't want to use that shit though.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't
but
know. I mean, there's surely there's something. Just let me know. I'll be your plug. Let me know. Just
did
I'll
you
give you the
did you make
apps
any
that are
bets?
legal. Yeah, just on stupid things.
Yeah.
Just because
Okay.
I'm like, I don't have a dog in the fight. I don't really want to like. I mean, I would put all my money on the Seahawks, but the odds are so bad that I'd put $10 down to win back 12. Like
Yeah.
I'd profit
Yeah.
$2.
Bro, I
So
saw
I'm like,
somebody on TikTok. I don't know how true he could have faked it, but
he bet his whole savings.
yeah, it's like 33 grand and he's set to make 49 grand or something like that. So, like,
I
all right, buddy.
All right. So here are my just silly dumb bets because I like betting on the stupid stuff. Like I just think it's fun. Like whatever. Which brands will advertise during the Super Bowl? I
Ah,
have
okay.
money on Yeezy because he's done it every year. He's done
Okay.
the iPhone like recording that he sends in
Yeah,
for a
yeah. Okay, yeah.
commercial. Um, which that said there was an 11% chance. So I was like, oh, that had like what? That's so low.
Yeah, what
Anyways,
the hell?
put some money on Yeezy. I did DoorDash. I feel
I'd
like
s-
they
okay. Yeah,
there's a that was a
I would maybe
15%
say
chance.
Uber Eats though.
No,
But
I but Uber Eats wasn't available because I said because they
really?
have a deal with the NFL. I think
Oh,
maybe it's
right. Yeah, yeah,
just
yeah.
too like they
So
just
there's
know
it's
it's
yeah,
going to
yeah.
happen.
That's fair.
So
That's fair.
I did DoorDash. I'm like, I don't know, maybe they slipped in a friendly competition type of commercial.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
can
know.
see that.
Anyways,
Yeah.
um, what will the announcers say during the Super Bowl? I put some money down on them saying roughing the passer. Two very hardcore defenses that
Sure.
are fighting for all of their like most of them. This is going to be their first opportunity to win a ring ever because the last time that
Mhm.
either of these teams been in a Super Bowl has been a very long time. So roughing the passer defense, counting on the two defenses to go hard. And then this one, I don't really have no rhyme or reason behind, but who will attend the Super Bowl? These were like all the odds were really bad. So I went with this person. I said Jeff Bezos.
Okay.
Jeff
Okay.
Bezos to attend the Super Bowl.
Was
I
Chris
thought
Pratt
about
on there? I would have put Chris Pratt because he's a Seahawks fan.
Chris Pratt is not on here.
Okay. Probably because they know.
Yeah. A lot of people were saying Bill Gates because he's a Seahawks fan. A lot of people were thinking Jeff Bezos because he might be in the market to buy the Seahawks because they are going to be
Really?
the owner said that they are going to put the Seahawks up for sale after the Super Bowl. So they're going to sell super high on the team,
Mm,
sell the franchise, and people are going to be looking to buy. So, anyways, those are my fun, stupid bets. We'll check back next week
okay.
and see if I hit any of them. So, yeah, should
Okay.
be fun.
Okay.
Anyways, yeah, that's all I'm throwing on there.
Okay. That sounds more fun than just betting on the stupid
See,
stuff.
right?
So
Like I just
yeah.
I think that's yeah. I don't know.
Um. But yeah, Super Bowl tomorrow. I'm excited for that. I'll get off just before it's starting. Um. And I guess I said this before we started recording. Yeah, you guys call me uncle, but Ben's the actual uncle. My sister actually just had a kid.
Oh,
Actually,
dude,
just
there you
yeah,
go.
yeah,
You are
yeah.
actually Unc now.
Yeah,
Wow,
I
dude.
am.
Let's
I am.
go.
I am. His name is
Dude, heck
Jonah.
yeah.
His name is Jonah, and middle name is James. So I was like J. Jonah James.
Oh, dude. Did she do that on
But
purpose?
because the dad's name is James, and he
Uh,
wanted because he's a James
a J
Jr. The
name.
dad,
Hmm.
yeah. But he wanted another James, but my sister did not want that. So, uh, but yeah, yeah. So
That's
that's been
awesome.
happening as well,
I'll let
and
you in on a secret. I have been an uncle for a long time,
oh,
for like
what?
6 years almost. I don't
Oh,
know.
what the
I
flip
can't remember.
jacks, bro?
Yeah. So
Bro
we are
keeps his
all
life on the download, chat. Bro keeps
y'all
his
don't
life on
don't need to
on
know
the
about all
DL.
that, bro. Y'all don't need to know about all that.
Yeah, that's true, bro. I'm nosy though. Come on, bro. And then as for what I've watched, nothing crazy. Obviously, what we're going to talk about, like Wonder Man and whatnot. But I know you have not seen Send Help. I did.
How
I
was
did
it?
see Send Help, uh, and I loved it. I thought it was a really good movie. Not my favorite of the year. It still doesn't quite pass um,
Oh,
Bone Temple. Yeah,
that's gonna be for
Bone.
a while, buddy.
Yeah, bro. Bone Temple is
Sheesh.
just too damn good. It's too
So, oh
damn
yes,
good,
he's
man.
not here, bro. Oh my god, yes, that movie's so good.
Seriously, bro. I don't that he's tripping hard. That is actually crazy. But it is my second favorite of the year, Send Help. It was the performances from Rachel McAdams and Dylan O'Brien, bro. Just fantastic stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of like not a lot, but I guess just some like some dumb things that happen in the movie that I have an issue with, but I won't go too into detail with. A lot of that Sam Raimi charm is in there, and I love that. And I actually
Nice.
did. I'm not somebody I don't like horror movies because I don't find them to be scary, and I just think the plots are stupid. But I actually got jump scared in this movie. There's
Oh,
one moment that
nice.
actually got me. Yeah, um, I had to look around. I'd be all told like, yeah, no, that ain't me, bro. Um, but it was a very good movie, and I kind of want to watch it again. Uh, I don't think I'm going to go to the theater to watch it again, but I'll wait till it comes out again.
Yeah.
Till it comes out to watch it again. But for some reason, I find myself wanting to sit down and like analyze it more. Like I feel like there's stuff that I missed for some reason, even though it's not
Mm,
that kind of movie though. But I don't know.
yeah.
I just find myself having that feeling.
Don't spoil this with like a huge reaction just because I want to go in blind. But I'm asking you a question. You're gonna have two options, two people to pick from. But I saw somebody ask this question on TikTok earlier, and I scrolled past it, but I thought it was interesting that they were even asking it. But somebody said, "Whose side were you on during Send Help? Dylan O'Brien's character or Rachel McAdams?" So me not having watched it yet, having seen it, my mind immediately goes to I feel like obviously everyone says, "Oh, Dylan O'Brien plays the villain," so I would assume, but I feel like I'm like, why are they asking that question? So
Sure.
whose side were you on?
I mean, it was hard for me because like I add in like exterior stuff from the movie, like
Hmm.
Dylan O'Brien. I grew up watching Teen Wolf. I watched
Oh
Teen
yeah.
Wolf. I watched the Maze Runner series. I'm a
Hmm.
Dylan O'Brien guy. Rachel McAdams though, it's Rachel freaking McAdams. She was in. I watched that. What's it called? That little Dicky show, Dave. I watched that show. She's in that. He made a song about her in that show. They go,
Nice.
Mr. McAdams. That was a funny song. Uh, and obviously she's in the Doctor Strange movies. She's great. So like, and I guess I just naturally lean towards like the protagonist of the movie, which I would say is Rachel McAdams. So I would say that I was on her side
Okay.
for a large
Is
section of the
it
movie.
is it worth asking that question, or is that kind of like a dumb question? I just didn't know why would see a post like that. Like, I feel like you would assume, okay, Dylan O'Brien's a villain, whatever. But the fact that somebody was asking whose side you're on, is it warranted for somebody to ask that, or do you think it's just kind of a dumb question? And I guess I said don't spoil the big reaction, but now I just genuinely want to know
Uh, well, I
because
think
that adds a whole nother layer of interest for me for the movie.
sure. The way I put it, because I'll put it as like protagonist. I wouldn't so much call Dylan O'Brien's character of the villain.
Okay. Okay.
It's more just like Rachel McAdams' character is clearly the protagonist, just from how we follow her before the island and like on the island. But I do think it is a question. Yeah, it's a valid question to be asked, because I don't think it's structured as like hero villain. The movie isn't structured that way.
Okay. Okay. I like that. I like that. That makes me even more intrigued.
Yeah.
Cool. How was his laugh? How was his douchebag laugh?
Oh, the one on the plane.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Whatever
Yeah.
it was.
I
Yeah,
just
that
saw all
was-
the press interviews and
Yeah. I saw somebody made an edit of it just like repeating it. It might have been like the actual official
nice.
movie thing. Dude, both of their performances are actually insane, dude. It like
That's awesome.
Dylan O'Brien, I have never seen anything out of him like you see in this
Dude,
movie.
hell yes, dude. That's
And Rachel,
awesome.
dude, oh my, there's a moment with a lot of it has to do with like exterior things, but like there's a great portion of the movie where I'm like, this is fucking Rachel McAdams. Like, holy shit.
Wow, nice.
Sorry, I was swallowing, but yeah.
Pause.
But yeah, that's
Yeah,
I
Charlie
much,
says that a lot, huh?
okay, all right. I just remembered I keep dying in his mouth. Oh man, great movie, Sam Raimi. I can't wait to see more, baby. I hope you can come back to the MCU. Everybody treated you wrong, including this guy right here.
Solid 8.
Hey, actually, I'll take an 8. It's just Ben then. Fuck that guy. The other 2 movies I watched, I guess I'll talk about this one first because it's in the same vein, kind of. Red Eye, I watched that today because Rachel McAdams is in it, and also Cillian Murphy. I haven't really seen very many Cillian Murphy things now that I'm thinking about it. I don't think I've seen
this
too
is
many
like
things with Cillian Murphy.
the most like clips I've seen him in is like this movie.
Yeah, and I didn't really know what the movie was about other than a plane, and then I had some idea of what Cillian Murphy's character is and does, and I think it was a good movie. I give it 3 stars. It was an enjoyable movie. The director is the guy who directed the Scream movies, the first like 4. I guess he also did like Freddy Krueger, Nightmare on Elm Street, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But Brian Cox is in it. Funnily enough, Brian Cox.
Oh,
is in
really?
Red Eye.
Dude, that's
yeah.
sick.
Yeah, when I saw that,
I might have to check this movie out.
You might be disappointed. He's not in it a lot, but he
But
is
still, I
in
mean,
it, though.
well, what interests me, because I actually just saw a clip about this movie where Cillian Murphy, it was like some behind the scenes where not behind the scenes, but like some peel the curtains back. He apparently, I think the scene where he grabs her face and like slams her up against the wall, he gave her like a concussion, like a hardcore concussion during that scene. So you can see whenever they had to redo it, I think they said something about like in the movie, you can see him kind of holding the back of her head so that he kind of protects her. And that like made it into the movie. So I like saw that and I was like, this looks interesting. I was already like,
dude, he was like throwing her ass around. Yeah, it was actually crazy.
Oh, wow.
So
dude, he looks so young.
No, he does.
Here.
He does.
Oh my God.
Compared to Succession,
He was like
absolutely.
a different person.
It's crazy. But yeah, really, it's like a very. I don't know. I guess there's like a political side to the movie, and I don't know. It was interesting. I did not expect the movie to go in the directions that it went, but it was still cool. I enjoyed it. And then the other one, which truthfully was a waste of my time, and I knew it was going to be a waste of my time going into it. Bright, from the Netflix movie Bright. I have literally have not watched it since it came out in 2017. So I was like, you know what? I vaguely remember this movie.
Banger.
Dude, and it's David Ayer. I didn't know it was David Ayer, the Suicide Squad guy.
Oh, checks out.
Yeah, dude, it's just like I give it 2 stars because yeah, I think it's a cool idea, man. Like there's like there's the fact that like we're integrating like fantasy stuff into like a regular world
Yeah,
setting.
yeah,
Like orcs are everywhere, and then like obviously they really try to go heavy with like the racism aspect of everything. Like orcs are I guess the traditional black how black people are looked at in the world
yeah,
or stuff like that. And then there's elves, and they're like the rich part of society. But the stuff that I actually think was cool is like there's wands, there's magic wands, and only people that are brights can use wands. And like obviously they're building up to the fact that then they're like, oh, there's not really any humans that are brights, but there are like 1 in a million. And so as soon as they say that, okay, it's gonna be Will Smith's character. But it happens at one time, like at the very end of the movie, he picks up a wand and uses it to kill the villain, and then that's it. Like we don't do anything else cool with it. And the whole plot is like this one dark elf or some girl wants the wand to bring back the Dark Lord, and like that never happens. Like it's not even like a threat. It's not even like she starts doing it and then they stop her from doing it. Like I don't know. I just feel like for how much they kept talking about the Dark Lord, I wanted to see the fucking Dark Lord, and I never get to see the Dark
yeah.
Lord. So I was like, all right, man, whatever. So it was a waste of my time. I knew it would be, but it had been a long time, so I had to sit down and suffer through it.
Yeah. Oh man. I always scroll by it on Netflix and I'm like, dude. Oh, I remember when I first watched that and I hated it.
Yeah.
I didn't like it at all. I thought it
Will
was
Smith's pretty
very
funny in it though, I will say. But if
mm,
like I imagine though, like if this is the kind of it just I haven't seen the Bad Boys movies, but like if you wanted this kind of Will Smith, I just imagine watch the Bad Boys movies and you'll get that. And but it'll actually the rest of the stuff around it will actually be pretty good rather than like
yeah.
bright.
Yeah. Well, the Bad Boys movies have like kind of a cult following, huh?
Yeah, from what I gather, yeah.
I guess, yeah.
Millennials and stuff like that. Freaking millennials.
uh nice, dude. Well, yeah, I unfortunately didn't get to a lot. I think after we recorded, I watched Rental Family with Brendan Fraser movie from last year, I believe.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Okay. Yeah, yeah.
I was so here's the thing. I had to leave before the final 30 minutes because my wife had to go. I forgot what she was. I think she was just genuinely like, I just need to go home and go to sleep. And I was like, bro, there's 30 minutes. Like, I think she maybe had to do something. Yeah, I think she was maybe gonna be late somewhere. So I was like, dang it, okay. And so I had to leave. So Brandon finished it. Maybe he can drop his thoughts. But I was loving it. I was loving it up to the point. The thing is, he rented it. So he was like, oh, let's watch it. And so I'm like, dude,
Oh yeah.
I don't know if I want to spend $20 to 15, $20 to watch the last 30 minutes of something. So my half review is yeah, it was really good. An insane concept that like really worked and was really charming. At least from what I saw, though, I would have loved if they started the movie at a different point in the movie, if that makes sense. Like I feel like the first hour is or maybe I say the first hour, like the first 40-30 minutes is really cool, but once you get to like the emotional stuff in the movie, I'm like, man, could we have not like started here and fleshed this out a whole lot more to make this moment hit a lot harder? Because like the situation that we're dealing with happens at like this point in the movie. It's kind of sprinkled out, and then we have this emotional scene or like this emotional moment, and I'm like, it's a tearjerker, and it is really sad and well done. But I was just left imagining just how much harder it would have hit if this was the whole movie and
Mhm.
this is what we were getting. So that was kind of unfortunate. Again, don't know how it ends, but I was liking a lot of what I saw. So I think it was about I was at an 8 for a while. But the more I thought about that concept, I was like, I could probably go down on it, but it was really good. Brendan Fraser's is amazing, an amazing actor, and he just has this charm about him to where when he's in those roles, you can let yourself be enamored or sucked into his performance and this universe because of how he treats his character. So I really like that a lot. We watched Little Women. It's my wife's absolute favorite movie of all time. She adores it. You know what Dune 3 and The Big Short is to me is what Little Women is to her. So that was the first movie she watched whenever she moved into this place. And so that was the first movie we watched at our new house. So we
Okay.
kind of
Yeah.
had
Yeah.
a date night. We went and got snacks and ordered pizza and got to sit on the new couch in the new living room and watch Little Women. And it's so good, man. It is very good. Um, it's a solid 8.5 out of 10 for me. Timothy Chalamet is amazing. I looked at her halfway through the movie. I was like, dude, and I've seen it before. It was nice to get a refresher, but I was like, man, you tell me there's a movie with Bob Odenkirk, Timothy Chalamet, Saoirse, I'm gonna butcher her name, Saoirse
Yeah. Yeah.
Ronan, um, and Florence Pugh, like all
Bob
together, and
Odenkirk's
Laura
in it.
Dern. Yes,
I've seen
bro.
that
He's
movie.
he's
I
the
haven't.
dad. He like shows up like 2 times throughout the movie.
Ah, I
But
didn't
like
know
whenever
that.
he showed, we were watching it, and then he showed up, and I was like, Bob Odenkirk! Holy shit, this movie's goated. So then this second time, I was like waiting for it, and I was like, boom, there's my guy, there's Bob Odenkirk. But yeah, Timothy Chalamet, Florence Pugh, like that's such a good cast, and my god, dude, do they like just act their ass off around it. Like everybody has chemistry. It's amazing. There are some like, kind of corny moments, but I can't let her hear me say that out loud.
I
But
love you,
I
Joe.
I think it's I
I'm
think it's
just
very
kidding.
good.
That was a
Yeah.
good scene.
Oh, new
That was a
like
good scene.
oh yeah, it's great. But like
Yeah.
even that scene, just the climax of that moment and her realizing that she should have made the decision back then and right then and there, but her kind of coming to terms with it and not marrying and sticking by her guns and being like, you know what, maybe this worked out for a reason. Is really good. I was really upset with her character for a lot of the movie. I thought she was very unfair,
Sure.
but the lady that has watched it millions of times just kind of broke down her character to me, and I'm like, okay, well, yeah, I guess I can forgive that, but whatever. But yeah, it's a really good movie. Watched Wonderman. I've just been going away at Succession, dude. Which I come on, I got to talk about it for a little bit. I just don't want the what we watch segment to be
Sure.
buku long because I don't know how long I'm gonna talk about Succession, but I do want to talk about it because I think last time we talked, which again, this was just last episode, but for us, it's been like 2.5 weeks. I had just started season 2, and I think a lot of that was, trying to go for the Pierce deal. We get to kind of see the family working together versus a different entity instead of a lot of the infighting that season 1 was. So season 2 was really good. It was nice to see that and the siblings relationships and how all of that played out. My God, man. By the way, I'm at season 4, episode 5. So I've been blasting through it.
Damn.
The season 2 finale, and I texted you this. The season 2 finale, bro, I think is infinitely better than season 1's. I think season 3's finale is better than season 2. So I apologize if you have not watched Succession. I'm sorry. Go to the next timestamp. We'll be talking about Wonder Man, but I have to get into Succession, and I have to. So season 2's finale, where Logan kind of sits everyone down, right? So the scandal has released. They're on the brink of closing the Pierce deal, and it's going to be a huge deal for the firm. It's going to be great. It's going to all work out. And the cruises allegations all come out. There's starting to be rumors of it. The article's dropping. So Pierce is kind of backing out of the deal a little bit, and it's up to the family to figure out how to testify correctly and cover their butts and also get the deal and kind of save face. And Logan comes up with making somebody bite the bullet and be the fall guy. Hey, somebody knew about all of this stuff, and we're handing them a severance package. They gotta bite the bullet.
Mhm.
And ultimately, Logan pulls Kendall in and says it's going to be him. And Kendall says, like, can you at least tell me if you ever actually thought it would be me? Like, did you ever actually think
Yeah.
that I can do it? And Logan says, you're not a killer. You have to be a killer. Oh my God, man. So then Kendall goes and he has his press conference, right? And everyone's watching, and
Oh yeah,
Roman's,
dude. Oh my
yeah,
god.
dude,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
Roman's like, yeah, look at him. He looks like a sad puppy. I don't know if I want to watch this, right? They're making their jokes. Kendall has Greg with him, right? So they walk into the room, and Kendall's just going down. He's like throwing all this stuff out. I know there's been a lot of allegations, and it's been very bad, but I want y'all to know that my dad was a part of all of it. I have documents here that shows that he's part of all of it.
Damn.
And when he says that, it cuts to Greg holding the papers that he salvaged whenever him and Tom were trying to burn them because Tom was worried about saving his own ass.
Yeah.
And it cuts to Greg holding the papers, and Kendall's like, I won't be taking any further questions. I'll be releasing everything, and just gets up and walks off, dude. And everyone is freaking out. Like Shiv and Roman are like, oh my God, like what is he doing? And the camera zooms in on Logan, and he sits there with a faint smile on his face.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
my God, dude. He's a killer. He's a fucking killer, dude. He did that shit, bro. He blew it all up. Oh, dude, I was up, man. It was so freaking good. It was so good. I went back and watched that scene like 5 times, dude. Oh man, I like the pure joy and emotion that I felt off of that. It was phenomenal. I loved Kendall in season 1. I felt like he was always getting the short end of the stick. He's such a flawed character. I mean, all these characters are so insanely flawed, but he felt like the one that you could put yourself in his shoes the most. So to see him finally get that win, we go into season 3. Kendall's winning, bro. Kendall is up. He is he's hiring people, and they're telling him that we're really confident that you're going to win this battle against your dad. You finally have this one up on him. And Logan's on the ropes. Logan is stressing out. He's calling meetings. He's calling like family meetings. He's trying to get in the heads of all of the kids. And of course, Shiv and Roman are on Logan's side. They take the dad's side, but Logan starts to fuck Shiv over a little bit. And one of the episodes I remember stuck with me. It ends with Shiv in an Uber riding through LA, or riding through New York, and she says, actually, can you take a ride up here? And then it cuts away from her scene, goes back to Kendall, whatever. She shows up at Kendall's house. And so it's kind of like, oh, she's starting to play both sides. She's showing up at Kendall's apartment and just kind of being, and obviously Kendall's like, oh, you're going to come join this side? You're going to come help me out? And Shiv's like, I don't know. Like, no, I'm just feeling it out. Of course, season 3, they end up, Roman and Shiv end up still kind of batting for Logan, playing for Logan's side for a little bit. Kendall's going down, dude. He has that birthday party, that episode where it's his birthday party, and he is just getting shit thrown at him left and right. Roman goes in there to, oh, by the way, Adrian Brody and Alexander Skarsgård are in this fucking show. Yeah. What, bro?
That's what I was going to say about his birthday thing.
Oh, my God. Yeah. Yes. So, yes, anyways, Alexander Skarsgård, the Gojo merger. Roman goes in there and closes that deal on Kendall's birthday at Kendall's birthday party, and Kendall's just breaking down crying in Naomi's arms at the end of it, right? He's a broken man. A lot of stuff has gone south for him very fast. So now they have the one up, right? Shiv and Roman. And then we get to Marsha's wedding and everything happening there. So that's whenever Kendall reveals that he killed somebody, because he's starting to feel, the threats from Logan, and that, and really just crumbling under the guilt, because I think he almost like killed himself by like drowning in the pool. Kendall is just absolutely going through it, but he reveals to Shiv and Roman that he killed somebody, and man, it was such a good scene because they all felt like siblings. Like Roman is genuinely trying to cheer him up, and he's like,
"That's well, because I don't know if you remember. You asked me that. You asked me if he ever tells them, and I was like, I don't remember. And then I remembered them all like to get like that was like a togetherness moment for them. That's when that's what made me remember.
Well, and it was so good because Roman's like, if anything, you did a good thing because my drinks were taking fucking forever at her wedding. Like, it was a murder that I had to wait that long for a gin and tonic. And Kendall like laughs and he's like, or he doesn't laugh. He's like, Roman, come on. And Roman's like, oh, I'm sorry. Like, so it's a really good like sibling moment. And Shiv is, she's like, God, what didn't you fuck up at my wedding, dude? Like, come on. But it was a very good sibling moment for all three of them, because that I felt like was the birth of, let's go take Logan down. Let's go take him down. And so, again, the best finale so far in this show, season 3, is just Roman, Shiv, and Kendall teaming up. They finally put their heads together and they're like, we need to do this. We need to take Dad down. He's not in the right state of mind. He's gonna F the company. They get in the Uber together, and Roman's like, well, I mean, this is disgusting to say, but I do think we make a good team, right? And it's another good moment. It's all great. It's all good vibes. So Shiv calls Tom and tells him, right? And I might be forgetting some of this, but anyways, Shiv calls Tom and tells him, and Tom grabs Greg, and he's like, I need a fucking, I forget what he says, but it's something along the lines of like, I need a fucking dog there for me. I need an attack dog. That's what he says. I need an attack dog. Are you here? Like, I'm not kidding. Like, are you with me? I need an attack dog. And Greg's like, yeah. And he stands up, Tom and him stand up, and he hugs Greg, and he just like pats him on the back or something. And he's like, okay. And for the first time, it didn't end with Greg being the butt of a joke. It was Tom being like, Greg, I need you here. And I'm serious about this. Like, shit's about to go south. I need you. And he hugs Greg. And it's such a good moment because the kids show up at Logan's, whatever. He's trying to get the Gojo merger, right? Mm-hmm. The kids show up and they're just laying into Logan. And Logan, he's like, oh, fuck off, get out of here, right? Like, just giving it to them, like, y'all don't know shit, y'all don't know what I've done, like, y'all wouldn't be able to handle it. And then he hits them with, your mother and I, or Marsha and I, have been discussing some of the divorce agreements and revisiting them. And at that point, they know, holy fuck, we don't have any more protection. Mm-hmm. We have no protection here. And they are just crumbling. And he's like, somebody told him that we were coming. Like, they planted all this. Like, oh my God, we are like, we're stuck. Like, he won. And he tells them, he's like, you lost. And oh my fuck, man, Logan walks out of that room, pats Tom on the back, and her face when she sees that, and it just drops. And she just like turns away and walks off. And he's like, oh, hey, Shiv, how's it going? And he like pats her back and he's like, are you okay? And she does this thing with her breathing, which is like, dude, performance of a fucking lifetime. She sits there and she's like, like, oh my God, it's just all crumbling. And then the episode just ends. Oh my God, dude. Her just looking at Tom when he walks by, dude. I was in my car. I was like, I need to watch this finale. Like, I'm on my way home. I have a 40-minute drive. I need to fucking watch this finale. I don't care. Like, if I have to go back and rewatch it because I missed something, whatever. I'm just like, I was in a flow state with this show. And yeah, dude, that was such an incredible fucking moment, man. It was so good. One of the best scenes I've ever seen in all of my life of watching TV. That every like finale of this show, I mean, just banger after banger after banger. They are all just freaking incredible. Words can't even describe. So then I watched the first 2 episodes, right, of season 4. They're kind of on the ropes. They're doing their own things. The siblings are cut out. And Logan fucking dies, dude. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh my God, just an absolute fucking strong right across the chin, dude. That's it. That's it. He's done. What a phenomenal episode.
Man. Wait till you get, oh man.
Yeah, one of the greatest episodes in TV. One of the highest rated IMDb episodes of all time. I'm not sure. I think there are other episodes in this show that are better than Connor's wedding, but still, for the implications of it all, Logan Roy dying, dude. Wow. I mean, just all like, I was tearing up because Shiv gets on there and she's like, she's like, Dad, I just please don't do this. Like, I don't know what to do. Like, I don't know what to say. And she, like, the kids keep looking at each other and they're like, what the fuck am I doing? Why am I sitting here saying this stuff out loud on the phone? But like, I have to because he's dying. But we also hate him. And even Kendall's like, I'll never be able to forgive you, but I do love you. And I'm like, dude, this shit runs that deep, bro. He is dead, and Kendall still throws in like, I don't know if I'll ever be able to forgive you. Like, dude, insane, man.
That shit,
Um,
bro.
so that was an absolute like shocker. That episode was amazing, and now I think episode 4 it was a lot of he finds the note that says, "In my death, Kendall will be CEO," but it's underlined / crossed out. Like, we don't
Yeah.
know. And Kendall just kind of stares at it because even Kendall doesn't know, and he doesn't know if he's worthy for it. So they eventually come to the decision of making Roman and Kendall co-CEOs, with Shiv kind of playing in the background so that they're all in it together. Knowing what I know kind of sucks because, I would have liked
Yeah.
to not know this going into these past couple seasons, but uh, with and I was watching. So I obviously just watched TMG, right? Well, when I was working, I used to be able to pop an AirPod in, right, and just like kind of do my shit. I listened to episode 1 and I listened to every episode of their podcast because I was just like, I don't want to listen to a new podcast. I just want to like kind of revisit old episodes. So I listened to every single one of their episodes. Well, I remember they would always talk about Succession. And I would always be like, damn it, they're talking about Succession. I should probably start it, but I never did. And I was always like, whenever I watch it, I'm gonna think back to these episodes. I'm gonna be so mad because I'm not gonna be able to find all the times that they talked about it. Well, I ended up finding them all. So I went and I watched one of them, and they were talking about this season 3 finale where Tom ratted out Shiv. And he talked about the moment where Tom is helping him use the restroom because he has a really bad UTI. And Logan turns to Tom and says, and pats his shoulder, and he's like, "Thank you, son. Thank you." And like keeps walking. And Tom just kind of stands there and is like, "Yo, he just called me son." And so it all circles back to that season 3 finale where Tom is the one to tip Logan off and eventually, and get in his best of graces ever, given the circumstances. So whatever, knowing what I know now kind of sucks, but
Yeah.
I'm still super excited to see it play out. What a fucking phenomenal show. One of my other favorite scenes was Roman sending Logan a dick pic because he was trying
Oh
to send it
yeah.
to
Yeah.
Jerry.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God. Whenever that happened and I saw the alert pop up on Logan's phone, I literally paused the TV and I sat there like this. I was like, no, dude, I'm not even kidding. My wife is asleep next to me. There was no reason in the world. I'm by myself. Like, this is me by myself. Nobody to report to, nobody watching me, nothing. I paused it and I sat there. I was like, oh my God. And I just sat there in awe. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna have to play this. And I played it, dude. So uncomfortable. But anyways, season 3 was phenomenal. I think I would rank it 1, 3, and 2 right now. I thought season 2 was great, but I don't know. There's just something a little bit more about. There's just something I love about the infighting. I
Yeah.
liked seeing them fight together as one big team, but they are in their freaking bag whenever they are all fighting against each other. And Logan is telling people to fuck off, and they're all cussing at each other, and Roman is talking shit to his siblings. It is just the best. But yeah, dude, phenomenal freaking show. I'm absolutely loving this so fucking much, bro.
About time you hop on, bro. About time, man. I'm the TV king, bro. Y'all need to listen to me, man. Like Ben with Lost, bro. I watched that when I was like 12 years old. Get on the shit, buddy. Get on the shit, man. Golly.
Yeah, I'm having a great time. It was incredible. I love this freaking show so much. Okay, well, here's the predicament I'm in. Obviously, I'm watching this on HBO Max, so they're always advertising industry.
Yeah.
And I heard a lot of
I've been
people
thinking about
say
that too.
that if you love Succession, that you would absolutely love industry. So here's a predicament I'm in. there's a movie on my list called Avatar: Legend of Aang. I kept saying that once I finished Succession, I was going to watch all of Avatar, and that would be like my next TV show. I really want to watch Industry, though. I really want to watch Industry. I don't know. Every time they have an advertisement for it, it sucks me in a little bit more. So we'll see. I have a big decision to make once I
The
finish
one scene
Succession.
I've seen, and it's of the most recent season of that show. It's
Mhm.
guy who plays Jonathan from Stranger Things, fighting with some girl in a kitchen, and she's like, "My boyfriend's gonna be home soon, and he's
And he's
black."
black. Yeah.
He's like, "What the fuck does that mean?" She's like, "You know what it means." Oh my
Dude,
god.
holy shit, I didn't realize that was from Industry, but yeah, I remember
Yeah.
people talking about Charlie Heaton being in Industry. That's hilarious. Dude, I'm excited. I don't know. I have a big decision to make, but I feel like it's like a good problem to have right now because both shows seem really good. So, anyways, yeah, Succession is an absolute gem, dude. I'm having the time of my freaking life with this show.
I guess I forgot to mention, speaking of TV shows, what else I've been watching. I've been rewatching The Walking Dead for for my fiance because she hasn't seen it after Negan does his Negan stuff.
Mm,
But then also been watching The Morning Show again, which is an Apple TV
that's right. Yeah.
one, and I've already I think I talked about it last episode, but I'm fully caught up now. There's four seasons,
Nice.
and I saw that they greenlit a fifth one, and I'm all in again, man. I can't believe I disappeared from the show for the past two seasons. But
Nice.
it's a great show. It's like it's almost in the same vein of Succession in the sense that like it's the managing of a big company, a big media company specifically. So like for that aspect, it's very similar, and I'd say it goes a lot crazier than Succession and like far out there. Like I don't know, it does like different
Yeah.
things. Like there's an episode where they go to space, and it's like, all right,
Holy fuck.
yeah, I'm like,
Jeez.
I don't know about that, man.
Nice.
But yeah,
Cool. Well, Mr. Charleston, I think we have the main event of the evening. And before we do that, there's nothing before that. I don't know why we have a weird edit here, but a lot of things have changed. We got to get into Wonder Man. Marvel's newest show, the show that has been in production hell for the past 5 years. I said that
yeah.
earlier.
Someone
Just
died, I believe, when they were filming it, right?
yeah, I said that earlier as like a just over exaggerated number, but I think it has literally been 5 years because of the writer's strike and COVID and all that stuff. Maybe not 5 years. Maybe it was just the writer's strike that held it up. I don't know. Oh no, because there was a behind the scenes where like the whole crew was wearing masks and stuff like that. Did you find out if anyone did pass away?
Yeah. Died February 6th, literally 2 years ago. Yeah.
Doing?
February 6th, 2024. He was a rigger, died falling 41 feet from a rotten, poorly secured catwalk on the set of Marvel's Wonder Man.
Oh,
Yeah.
jeez, dude.
Disney was
Oh,
fined $36,000 for it, apparently.
oh, come on, you gotta up that,
Yeah, that's crazy. That's a crazy small fine for
dude.
that,
That's
something like that.
insane. Good grief. All right, well,
His
thanks for
name
that, Charlie.
was Juan Carlos.
Hmm. Yeah. So I don't know how to transition out of that, but yeah, Wonder Man has
Hey,
released
you asked
Marvel's
if I
newest
found
TV
out.
show.
This boy asked if I found out. I wasn't even gonna say it, bro.
Yeah, dude fell to his death from 41 feet up. Damn, dude. Anyways, yeah, the show is awesome. Um,
Golly.
Wonder Man has released. This has been super anticipated for me for a while. I think we had our episode, one of the episodes we did, whether it was D23 or Comic Con 2 years ago, or almost 2 years ago, and I was like, "Have we gotten any news on Wonder Man? Like, when is that coming? I want that to come out. When are we going to see anything about it?" And they just never said anything at those events, and it made me really worried because I was like, "Man, I'm actually pretty excited for that. Like, yeah, Abdul Mateen, I'm excited to see him in the MCU." So the fact that it finally came out, I was really happy about. I had been super excited for it, so I felt really, validated seeing all of the super overwhelmingly positive reviews. With that being said, Charlie, me and you got to review it. People are dying for our opinion. So, our thoughts, our rating of Wonderman in 3, 2, 1. Bang! Oh my
Fire, bro.
God.
This is I cannot overstate this enough. This is some of Marvel Studios' best fucking shit right here, man. Like, this is phenomenal fucking shit, dude. It's not quite as good. And I know I'm already like going into like knocking it down a peg, but it's not as good as Loki. I don't think Loki season 1 and season 2.
I think it's
But
better than Loki season 1.
yeah, I agree with that.
I think it's
no,
like right there
I'm
with
not
Loki
you.
season
You
2.
guys know I'm not the Loki season
Yeah,
1
yeah,
champion.
yeah.
I'm not the
Yeah,
Loki
yeah.
season 1 champion. It's not as good as Loki season 2, I should say. But oh my gosh, is it not like a very, very, very close second place, man? This is like the everything down to the performances. I think Simon Williams is the most relatable MCU character in the MCU, like
Yeah,
at all.
yeah.
Period.
Mhm.
And I just Yaya does a fantastic job conveying like every emotion as it pertains to like longing for something, longing for companionship, longing for I don't know, familial love in a sense. Like,
Yes, yes.
dude, it's so damn good. And then obviously I have to sing Ben Kingsley's praises as well. Like, dude, how do you take a character that I was never one of the like haters of the decision in Iron Man 3 with fake Mandarin, but like including him in Shang-Chi, I was like, all right, dude, like what? I don't think that that's necessary. And then hearing that he was going to be in this show, dude, why are we still doing something with this guy? But you give him a reason to be here and you make it something that actually matters and something that I care about and something that, like, dude, their chemistry, man, is so fucking good. This show, I'm in the process of watching it all over again because I love it.
Yeah, yeah.
It's such an easy watch. Like, I know we complain about the fact that they drop these shows, some of these shows, as just one, like a Netflix style drop. I don't want to say that it did this show any favors in that sense, but I mean, it was like super nice when you finish like an episode like episode 4, which was a very good episode. Don't get me
Oh my
wrong,
God, yes.
but like,
Oh, that is like one of the best episodes of the.
no, yeah, it is,
Okay,
it
okay,
is.
cool,
But just
cool.
imagine like on a week to week basis, if we just paused to like do that episode, sure, we'd agree it's a great episode, but it doesn't really do much in as it pertains to Simon and I forget Ben Kingsley's character, Trevor.
Trevor Slattery.
It doesn't do much for Simon and Trevor other than like establishes now we understand why superheroes can't be actors kind of thing. So for that sense, I can see why maybe the week to week wouldn't have worked, but I still think I would have enjoyed it very much, even if it was doing that. But I don't think that it was any detriment at all that this got dropped as it did, because I love the hell out of this show, man. It's seriously great fucking shit. Great fucking shit, man.
It's so good, man. The quotes, the edits, the relatability, especially with the conversation that his mom has with Trevor Slattery, just being like, I thought he was okay being alone with all his comics and toys and whatnot, and gosh, even just her saying, that's the only time he's ever said something like that to me. Just such a
Thank
good
you for
character.
loving me, mommy. Oh my god,
Such a good character. There's just so much care put into everybody in here, especially the friendship, their duo, how everything that happens with Trevor Slattery and everything that they face together, finding out that he has been working for Department of Damage Control, how that affects Simon, where we go with that. I mean, I think I might be crazy, but I think Trevor Slattery has a top 5 character arc in the entire MCU.
Yo, hold on. I didn't even think about that. Hold on.
I'll tell you the 4 that I think are ahead of him, or the 3 that I think are ahead of him. Hands down.
Just 3.
I think there's
3. Oh,
3.
you said top 4. You said top 4. For some reason, I thought you said top 5.
I did say top 5. I couldn't make
Oh,
a
you did.
case for
Okay,
him being in the 4th spot. I'll tell you about that person, but I think obviously Tony Stark,
sure,
Rocket,
sure.
Loki,
Okay, those are the. Okay, you better say one here.
and then
I,
I'm fine putting Trevor Slattery at 5, but I could see him interchanging with my 4th, which would be Bucky.
what? Hold on. Steve's not even top 5. That's crazy to me. That's
I mean,
crazy to me.
I'm not the yeah, I don't know. I'm not the biggest Steve guy, so I mean, I mean, I
Man,
don't
bro.
I don't really put a lot of stock in that. To me, in my opinion, I think seeing Trevor Slattery and everything that how like his hands and everything and what we see him culminate in this show does way more for me than anything than Steve Rogers' arc. I mean, but obviously that's just my opinion. I know there's a lot of Steve Rogers truthers out there, and then Bucky. I'm not. I like Bucky's arc. I think with Winter Soldier, I'm not the biggest fan of what they do there with him, and especially like the whole like him getting into politics in the New Avengers, and like them just prolonging that. But I'm fine putting Trevor Slattery at 4 for sure. I don't know.
Okay. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I can. Because the more because once you said Bucky, that made me start thinking about more character. I don't know. I don't know if I can agree with that. But it is a very very good character arc. It is very very good.
Very good, man. And seeing him
Especially in just an 8 episode stretch. Because like that, his
exactly.
character, like you could argue, of course, like as I mentioned, Iron Man 3, Shang Chi, his character doesn't actually have anything to do until this show. So
Yeah. Yeah. And part of me kind of wishes that he wasn't even in Shang-Chi if I
me
knew
too.
that we were getting this.
I need to rewatch Shang Chi. But
I do too. I'm saying
me
that, not
too.
watching it, but yeah. Um, but yeah, man. Oh my God, Simon Williams, dude. The just like the fear, and it stands for. I love that it stands for so many different things, and so many different people could see and relate. They can see themselves in Simon Williams. They can relate to Simon Williams. They can put themselves in his shoes. I mean, because obviously, bare bones, he's an actor. He wants to act, but he has these powers that prevent him from doing that. So he can't ever really fully be himself. Um, and so that kind of gets in his way. And we see that in the conversation, the edit that I had sent you, where he's like, I can't be myself. I can't show my true self. And man, that could stand for so many different things, man. Like what my dreams and my goals are, I cannot fully achieve because of something that I think is wrong with me. And oh man, like that hits on a different level. And yeah, to see Trevor Slattery always just be his right hand man and always be his like somebody that's vouching for him and shouting his name from the stands at every single turn and at every single conversation, and seeing that progress with him being like throwing away evidence and not really giving Department of Damage Control everything. And I absolutely fucking love whenever Simon finally confronts him. He's a little skittish, but then he just fully says, I've been working with the Department of Damage Control. I've been a spy. He can fully say that out loud because he knows deep down in himself that all of that is BS, and he truly fell in love with Simon as a friend along the way. And I love that little touch of him just being able to come out and say it. Yeah, he dances around it a little bit, but Simon's like, dude, just tell me the truth. Like, just be real with me. And he's like, yeah, I've been working for them. And he's like, you've been spying on me this whole time. Like, he didn't even try and be like, yes, I have, but that changed. Like, we got to spend time together. He is just, yes, I have. And yes, I've been an informant. I've been tasked on getting information on you. And that's it. He doesn't try to chase after him, nothing. Because I truly feel like that's him deep down being like, no, I can tell you this and fully tell you all of this because I feel so strongly about having you as a friend. And I respect you enough to give you that straight, clear cut answer. So that moment and them, their big like breakup is so heightened and is put on such a high pedestal because of all of the other beautiful moments throughout the show that we got with them two as friends, and with Simon hiding in the shadows with everything going on. So what a phenomenal scene. I think that just is a testament to how good their relationship was throughout the show.
Yeah, man. I seriously, I mean, there's so many moments as you're mentioning throughout the show that I mean, just like lock in moments, like sit up, like holy shit. The performance that I'm getting here is immaculate. This needs to be remembered. Like a highlight for me, such a heartbreaking moment, like when they're in the car. I think it's when they're looking for the guy with the video of them, the GoPro video, and he says to Simon says to Trevor, I think it's time for me to I gotta know that like that's not gonna be me. That's never gonna be me. I'm never gonna be that guy. That's like an actor and doing all of the great things in Hollywood and everything like that. Because it's such a just like a maybe it's after the no, it's not when they're chasing the car. Yeah, it's
It's
when
after the birthday party.
yeah, it's after the birthday party. It's after the birthday party. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
And like that's such a and then with Trevor after that, Trevor gets out of the car and he breaks the wire recording SD card, micro
yeah.
SD card in half and throws it away. It's like, dude, like that you see the friendship like truly starting like Trevor's not doing it for himself anymore. And like I don't know, dude. I just I did not like I was excited for this show because I don't know anything about Wonderman. Like this is one of the few times in the MCU where like it's like a Shang-Chi and like that kind of thing. Like I do not know anything about these characters, and so I'm just locked in, and I get to be along for the ride, and I have no expectations for how I think things should go, and so man, did they take that and run with it? It's just so good.
It makes you think because there's something in common with both of those characters you just mentioned. Wonder Man and Shang-Chi, Destin Daniel Cretton. So what can he do with a character that we do know and love?
Exactly. That's something. No, that's
Fuck
something.
me, man.
Because it said that the show was created by Destin Daniel Cretton. So I don't know if that means that he was like a showrunner kind of thing.
I thought that what I was thinking going through, because I never looked into it and I still haven't, and I probably should. What I was thinking going into this was that he produced it and then he directed a couple episodes.
Episode 1 and 2. Yeah.
Yes. So that's what I thought the fullest extent was, but he did that press run. Oh gosh, and of course I'm forgetting his name. He was doing that press run, and he was I mean, he was in a lot of the interviews about it and talking about it. So I do wonder what extent does that go to in terms of his involvement. Andrew Guest. Yes, Andrew Guest. That's his name. So yeah, they were both creators of the show. Yeah.
Yeah. So like, I guess is that like I wonder just if that's in a showrunner capacity, because like then that means he really had his hands in like the meat of the show for a lot of it, more than just sure he didn't direct every episode or anything like that, but just in terms of like the direction of the show in general, he might have had a lot more to do with it. And so,
yeah,
with that being the case, Spider-Man, bro, come on, man.
Yeah, it says here, IMDb, that Destin Daniel Cretton created for television by him and Andrew Guest. Andrew Guest wrote a lot of it, but in terms of like creators on the show, it's him and Destin Daniel Cretton, 100%.
Dang, bro. See, like,
yeah.
So taking this, what we're saying about Simon being like one of the most, if not the most relatable character in the MCU, taking what before that was the most relatable character in the MCU and Marvel largely, and like seeing what Destin Daniel Cretton can do with Peter Parker, Spider-Man. Golly, man.
I'm
I'm
lost.
thinking that scene in the car that I was just talking about times a million, bro. Like, I
Yeah.
cannot wait to see this shit, dude.
Also, Agent Clearly, Stewie from
Agent Cleary,
Succession,
yeah,
yeah, so
Stewie,
good.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
Hmm.
crazy to see him just like switch between these two because Succession, he is such like a sleazy, little conniving, charming guy, and like Department of Damage Control, like he gets to just play the he's just fully lean into that and play the villain role. But again, like we get bits and pieces of that, obviously, because it pertains to Trevor Slattery's arc. But again, it's because it pertains to Trevor Slattery's art. It's not like there's this super like I feel like the big villain, the big conflict of this show, the thing that's haunting the plot is Simon Williams and his powers, how that relates to what he wants to do in his dreams as an actor, and his relationship with Trevor Slattery. Like Department of Damage Control is a big factor in the show, but is also not in a way. And they just found such a perfect way to blend that and find a good happy medium to where it's not a typical Marvel format or it's not like the typical hero villain thing. It's just real shit. It's just like a badass TV show, dude.
Yeah.
It's so good. I think another one of my favorite scenes in the show is his ex-girlfriend talking with his ex-girlfriend, and he's like, a lot of
At
things
the
are gonna
bar.
come out.
Yep.
Like, I know they talk to you. And she's like, Simon, I've always known. Like,
Yeah.
I loved you. I've always known. And for him to for that to be an awakening for him to be like, wow, I was so blinded and so tucked into my shell that I didn't even realize that, yeah, of course she would know. And of course she would accept me. And of course she wouldn't care. Um, for him to see that and realize that, like everyone just in his ear being like, dude, it's not your powers that make you you. It's not your secret that makes you you. And you shouldn't be alone and you shouldn't be afraid of that. But yet you curl into yourself because of it. It's such a
Well, and
good
it
moment.
breaks your heart too, because like he realizes it like too late, obviously, when he like
Mhm.
in that conversation with her. But like even let's say maybe he didn't that wasn't where he didn't need to hear that from her, let's say, even though I do think he did. But right after she leaves him, he meets Trevor, and then he starts to slowly trust Trevor. And by that point, by the time they have that conversation in the bar, Trevor already knows that Simon and Simon knows that Trevor knows that he has these powers. And so like he's trusted Trevor with them. And like you could argue maybe that's because of what she said to him in episode 1. Like, you never really let me in, Simon. You never really let me in. And so like you've always been distant. And so maybe Simon kind of like the loner part of Simon, who has been closed off to everybody, who literally carpooled with a girl to school every day and she knows nothing about him. That Simon maybe wanted to not go down the same paths that he was going down, where he had a consistent girlfriend, but she left him because he wouldn't open himself up to her. And so now he's trying to make friendships wherever he can
Mhm.
with Trevor. And so like I don't know, there's so many little things about Simon's character that I feel like can speak to a lot of different people. And I just like, I don't know if I just hesitate to say that like that's why the show is so good, is because he's such a relatable character. I think it's good for a multitude of reasons. I just think that that works in the show's favor as well. People can see themselves in the character, and that is like that does leaps and bounds for just having people buy in. So
Mhm.
if Ben comes
Yeah.
back and says that he didn't, dude, I swear.
He better not. He absolutely better not.
Because I'm just thinking
Because
of like what he said. Like, why do I care about what he said about Bone Temple? Why should I care about like Jimmy and whatever characters he talked about? If he has that same thing for like Simon, bro,
Yeah, man, we're gonna have to have some serious discussions about who we keep on this podcast. Um, yeah, no, man, it's so good, and especially how south it could have gone had Trevor Slattery not been the kind of guy that he is. finding Simon Williams in that vulnerable of a moment, like you said, and spending time with him, finding him at his lowest, where maybe he is trying to open himself up more, and maybe he is taking some notes from that. And Trevor Slattery finds him in that predicament and takes advantage of him, and Department of Damage Control steps in. But instead, Trevor Slattery just gets automatically enamored by the kind of person that he is, and they fall in love essentially, you know.
Yeah.
It's so good. It's so well done. Severance mention also from his ex-girlfriend. She's like, "Oh yeah,
Oh
I
yeah,
had
yeah, yeah.
landed this
She on the
super
next
cool
season of
role."
Severance. Yeah, yeah.
That's funny. Yeah, there's a lot of cool, and I mean that's the one that I like hung on to. I mean, there's tons, but um, I did think it was a little corny whenever he would like whenever they're going in to bust that Chamoy kid's uh spot,
Oh yeah,
and
yeah,
he's
yeah.
like, X-Files episode this, directed by this and this. I'm like, all right, we're kind of doing it, overdoing it a little, but it's
Yeah,
fine. It's
one of the things I didn't I'm not gonna super knock the show for this. I just would have loved to have known more about his powers. I'm an origin story guy though. That's
fine.
something that we've talked
Yeah,
about in the past. I would have loved to have known like how he got his powers, or like it sounds like he was just born with them. Like he's always had them since he was a kid, at least up to that to the point where the fire happened.
mutant.
Yeah, I imagine he's a mutant. That's what I'm gathering. But even then, like I want to know like how
Mhm.
did Department of Damage Control know that he had powers? When did they learn that he had powers? What did he do to tip them off, or to get on their radar? All that kind of stuff. But in the grand scheme, that really doesn't matter because that's like the show's not covering that side of stuff, and it's like it's very much putting us in the middle of Simon's life, and I think that that's the point that they put us in. It wasn't like I was confused in any way. It's just more information that I want to know because I'm as invested as I am. So
Yeah. One of the knocks I do have on the show is the finale, the MCU of it all, you know, where he goes and
with him like okay, yeah,
breaks Trevor out of jail, and you know he saves him, and they fly out of there, and Department of Damage Control is left behind, and happily ever after. It kind of felt to me like it took me out of this like super awesome, super down to earth and super carefully created TV show in back into the, oh yeah, this is a superhero show. We do have to have the king saves the day and goes in and saves Trevor. I didn't like the whole MCU of it all towards the end. I feel like it would have been a lot better if, you know, Trevor did just go to prison, you know, and he ended up in a way laying his life on the line, laying his dreams on the line for Simon because he cared that much about him and saw that much potential in him, that
yeah.
he decided that yeah, sitting in jail was going to be better than whatever scenario betraying Simon would have given him, that he would have much rather done that. So Simon going in and breaking him out, I wasn't the biggest fan. That's kind of what separated it from Loki season 2 for me. Was
Really?
just kind of, I mean, it was super close. I think I would have still given the edge to Loki season 2, but I was like, dude, these are both like Loki season 2 is a 10 out of 10. This is like 9.5. Like it's
Yeah,
pushing up there. 9,
it is.
9.7, 9.8. But the ending kind of dropped it down. So I'm like, you know what? This is a solid 9.5. I'm still very happy with it, but that kind of just brought it down a little bit, in my
Sure.
opinion.
I do like. I agree with what you're saying. I will say though that I did like the way in which he did it, like
Yeah.
becoming part of like this family and acting like he's doing it for a role, and then in the end he ends up sending some of the money you imagine he got from Wonderman to this family to help them pay off their debts, and so he can not work at that job anymore. I thought that stuff was good, but I
Yeah.
do agree with you though. I think that him staying in prison would have been better, and it just like the consequences would have felt lasting and more impactful. But I guess we're not but well not but it's just that bringing having Simon break him out is just like you're trying to, it seems like to me, you're trying even harder to keep Trevor in the MCU, which is fine, I guess, now, because I appreciate Trevor as a character. But like if this show went the complete opposite way with that, like and you have him break Trevor out, I'm like, dude, we got to move on at some point from this. But but even with the saying how much I now appreciate and love Trevor, I just like what else does he? Where else do we go with him from here? You know, like is he just like a crack a joke in a random scene kind of character now? Because like unless there's like a Wonderman season 2, I guess. But if that's the case, then save him breaking Trevor out for that. You know, I don't
Yeah.
know.
No, I agree. I agree. And that's like my biggest knock on the show is that finale. And it is that decision there. So other than that, it's fantastic. I thought the doorman episode was like just gut wrenching. It was so tragic, dude.
Mm-hmm.
So like just unsettling, like
Fantastic. Oh,
scary in a
such a
way.
good episode, dude. Oh my
I think
gosh.
like it being in black and white heightened that for some
Mm-hmm.
reason. It just like heightened that like terrifying and like yeah, gut wrenching feeling that I had throughout the whole episode, just knowing something was going to go horribly wrong, seeing the extent of what someone like him would go through, and just a super ordinary guy just turning into this overnight star and the consequences that that ends up having on him, how that could have been Simon or how that could be Simon, and kind of learning and having to learn from that guy's unfortunate mistakes. Brandon had a good way of looking at it. He said that he thought it was a really good commentary on superhero fatigue. Also, just
Mm.
the process that we see Doorman go through,
Oh,
and
right. Everybody's just getting
that
tired of his shtick. Yeah, okay.
everyone getting tired of his shtick, yeah, them eventually just being like, all right, yeah, let's just cut this out or whatever it
Mm-hmm.
may be. But yeah, there's a
Okay,
lot of
yeah,
cool
yeah,
ways that you can interpret literally everything in this show.
yeah, dude. Gosh,
So
listen, Daniel Cretton, bro.
that's
I
great,
hope
dude.
you're on your A game for. I'm already excited. I was already excited before Wonderman. Just so we're clear, Destin. Okay, I was already excited, but now the bar's higher, buddy. The bar's
Oh
higher. I'm
yeah.
sorry. You're just doing too good. The bar's
No
higher now,
Super Bowl, no Super Bowl trailer. So shit, we're
dude.
gonna have to wait
Yeah,
a little bit.
let's talk about
Yeah.
that actually, because like, what the hell are we doing? Like, what? Dude, that's like
Yeah.
the perfect what you guys did for the last 4 weeks in January, December and January. That's like the perfect lead up to dropping something like a full thing at the Super Bowl, bro. Now I get it, like too much money maybe, but even though I don't get it, you're fucking Disney. Like stop pussyfooting around, bro. What are you talking about, man? Spider-Man is probably the argument can be made for Spider-Man being an even more egregious example because that comes out sooner and we don't have
It's
anything yet.
5 months away,
Yeah,
dude.
dude, we have
5 months.
nothing. We don't even have the first teaser. Not trailer 1, not trailer 2. We don't even have the first teaser, bro. So like, and I hate to be I don't want to bring this up every time, like, but I just want to clarify that me complaining about that, like I'm not gonna watch it anyway. But I still think it should be out there though. Like that should be a thing that is out. And so for that to not be showing up, that seems really wild to me as well. But I guess just for me with Doomsday, like, bro, give us something, man. Like that is crazy. That is highway robbery that we're not. I'm hoping that these reports are wrong. I don't see why they would be, but I'm just really hoping that they are. Like, I
Yeah.
don't know.
Well, here's my biggest complaint. I was hoping it would have dropped Super Bowl Sunday so that whenever GOAT comes out, the trailer's in theaters and everyone can go want to watch the movie
That's
in
true
theaters or
too.
watch it in theaters.
That's true too.
Anyways, yeah, it's blasphemous. 5 months away, dude. 5 months away. And it's so funny that we always only do this with Spider-Man trailers. It's like they always take their sweet
Seriously,
fucking
bro.
time with Spider-Man.
I made a whole damn song about that shit the last time, bro. That's so
Oh,
stupid.
hell no.
It's so dumb, bro. They just don't be dropping that.
Yeah, yeah.
5 months away, yeah, and we got nothing, man. At least they were
Insane.
gracious enough to give us the title like a year ago, whenever they gave us the brand new day title.
Yeah, sure, man. Holy. Anyways, yeah. Wonder Man, what a great time. I had a blast with it. I think this is one of the best things Marvel has ever done. I think it's up there with talks of Loki season 2, Guardians volume 3, whatever our list was whenever we made our list a while back. Infinity War, whatever. It's up there. It's up there with the with the big dogs. I had a wonderful, wonderful time. Yeah.
I love this show, man. Like I'm saying, I'm rewatching it. I'm in the process of it, and it's just like I can't help but sit here and revel at all of the little performances that Yahya Abdul-Mateen and Ben Kingsley can bring out with each other and just by themselves. Because like obviously, as I mentioned, they have great chemistry. And like that helps sell the show as well, like a lot. So much so that like they're probably one of my favorite duos in the MCU as well. Like that's something that also I don't like. I was throwing that out there more so than like a Steve and Bucky or like a Sam and Bucky or
Interesting. More so than Steve and
dude,
Bucky, Sam and Bucky. I'm not disagreeing.
Sam and definitely Sam and Bucky. Definitely Sam and Bucky. Steve and Bucky, I honestly I'd even say that because a lot of the Steve and Bucky stuff it's very, at least up to the point that we've seen it, it's just like it's very Steve sided. Like Bucky cares about Steve too, of course, but like Steve goes out of his way for Bucky a lot of the time. Versus like, dude, Simon and Trevor, they're like the way they bounce off of each other and they like support each other. Granted, I think it's more Trevor supporting Simon than Simon supporting Trevor, but still, I think both are there. Both of them have their strong points. And yeah, man, I like it's just great stuff.
I like it.
And one of them doesn't even have superpowers, so
Tony and Peter.
get out of my fucking face.
Okay, I like it. I'm just throwing them out there.
Okay.
this is a layup, but Rocket and Groot.
Oof.
Oh wow, that gets you a little bit.
No, not better than them.
Okay.
Or
okay.
yeah, yes, better than them. Sorry, I meant yes. Sorry.
Better than
yes,
them.
Better
okay.
Yes, better than them. Yeah. Because again, that's a one-sided thing. It's just Rocket, pretty much. Because like I can't understand what Groot says. Like, I don't like what.
Oh my gosh, I think I'm blinking. I don't know. Thor and Hulk.
Hey, bro, that Thor and Loki dynamic though in Doomsday might be great. Might be phenomenal.
Yeah.
The sun will shine on us again. Let's see.
Loki and Mobius. That one gets them thinking a little bit.
Yeah. Season 2, pretty good, man. Season 2, pretty good. No.
Okay, that's fine.
No.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Those are the only ones that I can come up with off the top of my head. Let me see. Star-Lord and Gamora. I mean, I don't know.
She dead. She dead, but she not dead.
Yelena and Black Widow.
She dead.
Yelena
and Bob. Hold on.
Ooh, now we're cooking.
Yelena and Bob.
Oh, Yelena and Bob.
That's off of just
I
their
think
first appearances.
I'd still give it to Simon and
no, that's what I was gonna say. Off of just their first appearances, Simon and Trevor. But like Yelena and Bob, you imagine they're gonna have more stuff together in Doomsday. So like, Who knows?
Yeah.
That could easily change.
Mm, okay. Uh, Shuri and T'Challa.
Brother and sister dynamic, bro. Man, oh man, because
Uh-oh, I think I
it
might
was
have him
cut
on this
short,
feed.
bro. It was cut. Their dynamic was cut
Yeah,
short too, bro.
yeah. Oh, hey, first impressions though.
I don't know. They bounce off each other really well, dude. I might still give it to Yaya.
Oh, okay. This one might. I don't know. Maybe this one gets you. Peter and Ned.
Mm. See, it's hard. It's hard because I personally I don't feel their relationship with each other,
Uh-huh. Oh, I got a
but I
great
know
one
it's
for you too. Yeah.
there. But I
Uh-huh.
know it's there. I just personally don't like when I see them to get like the end of No Way Home. I'm sad when with people forgetting him because of MJ. I'm sad for MJ, the MJ side of things. Because like and think about this, bro. When he goes into the at the end of No Way Home, when he goes into the diner to talk to or the donut shop, whatever it is, to talk to them, bro takes one glance at Ned, and he's mostly all over MJ, bro. Nah, Simon and Trevor, bro. Simon and Trevor.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, you're about to watch a man die in his seat on live podcasting. Foggy and Matt Murdock.
Oh, dude. No. No, bro. No. They're better.
All right,
Yeah,
we got
they're
one.
better than
Hey,
Simon and Trevor. They're better.
yeah, there you go. I mean, top two though.
But Foggy dead though. Foggy dead though.
Yeah, there you go. I thought, yeah, you should have hit that. Ah, he dead.
He
He
dead
dead.
though.
I respect it. I respect it. I like it. I mean, the fact that Wonderman just came out here swinging like this, um, is so
But if
impressive that
if
we're.
I'm honest though,
Uh-oh.
sorry to interrupt you, but if I'm
No, no, no.
honest,
Let's see.
if the moment of like revelation for Simon when he finds out Trevor was spying on him the whole time, if that scene, and it was still a good scene, but if that scene was anywhere close to the level of season 1, episode 8, I believe it is, of Daredevil,
Mhm.
when Foggy finds out that Matt is Daredevil and like their confrontation, which granted is multiple scenes, it's just the way the episode's edited. If it was on that level, dude, or anywhere close to that, low key, I could like it could go the other way. But like I think Matt and Foggy have to have it.
Yeah. I knew I'd get there eventually. I knew I'd get there
Well, dude, because I was struggling to think
sooner.
of duos as well. So I'm glad you had
I
some
had
in
to
mind actually.
I had to pull it up. I ended up having to pull up a list and just go off that. But okay, interesting. I like it. I'm not mad at it at all. And yeah, I agree, dude. I'm all for rating this show and uh putting this show in discussions of like tops of anything because yeah, I think it's that good.
See, and now I'm mad though, and this is me being prematurely mad,
Mhm.
just because of how they've treated all of the other new characters, with the exception of Fantastic Four and Thunderbolts, because they're going to be in Doomsday. I need to see Simon Williams expeditiously. I need to see him again. Like I don't we I do not want us to be like waiting for 5 years like we had to wait for Shang-Chi now that he's going to be in Doomsday. Like I
Mhm.
want Simon Williams to be around again soon. Now,
Yeah.
granted, like it probably will be soon if you think of like I don't know though. There's rumors right now that Secret Wars might get split into 2 parts. Um, but if we're just looking at it from what we know right now, Doomsday this year, Secret Wars next year, hypothetically a reboot, mini reboot with the X-Men being like the first thing, and then we go into like Wonder Man, a Wonder Man movie, maybe that kind
Mhm.
of thing. I don't know. And I imagine Simon will be in Secret Wars, maybe, hopefully, fingers crossed.
I hope so, dude. Because the whole time watching it, I was like, somehow, some way, if you can fit him into something else, dude, I would love to see it. Especially with like all of the Jean Grey borderline confirmations at this point, and Destin Daniel Cretton also helming that. I mean, I would love to see. I know Jake Schreier is doing our X-Men movie,
Or X
but
Men, yep.
man, I don't know. Maybe something else to deal with mutants for this mutant saga that you can get Destin Daniel Cretton in there for. Because, whoo, man, I don't know. It looks like, I mean, they're right now, they have handed him, and I'm saying this pretending like it's, all but confirmed. They have potentially handed him 2 mutants.
True. True.
Not our first 2 mutants in the
Yeah.
MCU, but some of our first mutants in the MCU, and they have both been handed to Destin Daniel Cretton. I don't know. I feel like there's a reason why, either Kevin Feige saw Wonder Man and was like, we need you on Brand New Day when we introduce Jean Grey,
I was
or
gonna say,
they
is that
saw
your
him
is that
there.
your consensus though? Is that your thought? Like you think she's Jean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because of
Yeah.
the Trammell news that just came out? Or no? Or was it
Yeah.
before that?
Well, even before that, well, before that, it was more so like a wishful thinking. Hey, I'm going to say and put into the universe that she's Jean Grey. If you were to ask me and be like, who do you think she's playing? I'd be like, serious answer. I don't know. Maybe this. But like what I want and what I'm going to put out into the universe, and this will be I'm going to use this as my serious answer, Jean Grey.
Hmm.
With everything coming out, I feel even more confident that they gave him
Yeah.
Jean Grey to use in his movie. But again, I was
Which
like,
very
is
excited
it
about that.
100%. It's like, is it because of what they saw him do with Simon Williams, or is it because of what they saw him do with Jean Grey that they gave him this? There has to be something there. I just feel like why would there not? I don't know.
Because I mean, dude, Sadie Sink as Jean, and you gotta imagine she's gonna be Jean for quite a long time. Like, great stuff, bro.
Yeah.
Great stuff. Very excited.
Yeah, I'm so excited. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to our end of the show. Unless Mr. Charles has anything he wants to pull out last second.
Whoa.
Well, yeah,
I'm good, man.
jeez Louise. I'm
I'm
dying in
good,
his
man.
mouth over here. It's crazy.
I'm good, man. I'm good.
Then that will conclude our episode today. A Benless episode, but I'm glad we were able to get in. I wanted to get one in with him, obviously. I wanted to wait, but at the same time, I'm like, man, we got a great upload streak, and then next week's episode would have been jam-packed.
Yeah, we almost hit 2 hours, just us two.
Exactly. So we got this out. We can touch base with Ben next week about his thoughts on Wonder Man, his thoughts on a box office update. We can get a whole lot of fun what he watched, because I'm sure he's watched an absolute ton of stuff, or of shows and movies. All that stuff next week. But consistent demons over here. It's like 2 months in a row that we've been every week. So we're going to keep it going. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Again, if you want to go check out our Rotten Tomatoes movie draft or our box office movie draft, you can go get those 2 episodes. Give those 2 episodes a listen. I think they're so much fun, especially the box office draft. I had an absolute blast doing that. So please go check this out. Let us know what you think, and let us know what you think about everything on this episode. We had a couple of hot takes thrown out there. Maybe
Yeah, like let us
potentially
know
some
if you prefer
clips.
just having 2 people on.
Yeah, we're gonna do some thinking here. So yeah, we need some feedback. Yeah, and question of the day for the comments: is Marvel back with Wonder Man? All right, we'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Adios.